Hello, my 420 Spot family. Hope you had a great weekend and are ready for the week ahead. In the news today, the last week of March on the 28th of 2022. Top things to know. House Judiciary Committee Chairman Gerald Nadler, DNY, whose federal marijuana legalization bill is set for a floor vote in Congress this week, sent a joint fundraising email to the list of Cannabis Political Action Committee's bill pack. New Jersey Governor Phil Murphy, D., said that despite regulators' delay in voting to let medical cannabis dispensaries start selling recreational cannabis, the launch of sales is still only a matter of weeks away. Regulators will meet again on April 11. The Colorado House Business Affairs and Labor Committee rejected a bill that initially would have allowed medical cannabis use in the workplace, even after amending it to merely create a task force to study employment protections for marijuana consumers. Michigan officials are distributing nearly $150 million in marijuana tax revenue to localities, public schools, and a transportation fund. Meanwhile, regulators approved the state's first licensed cannabis consumption lounge. The Missouri House Veterans Committee held a hearing on a bill to let voters decide on adding greater oversight to ensure that medical cannabis tax revenue goes to veterans' services. The Internal Revenue Service is reportedly ramping up audits on cannabis businesses. Senator Steve Daines, Mount, posted a video of hemself touring a hemp processing facility. Representative Ed Perlmutter, DCO, thanked Washington State's treasurer for authoring an op-ed calling on Congress to pass marijuana banking legislation. Representative Marie Newman, DEL, tweeted that she hosted my first cannabis roundtable to discuss how we can support an equitable cannabis industry here in Illinois. Rhode Island Democratic congressional candidate Michael Neary was arrested in Ohio for possession of marijuana and menacing by stalking. The House bill to deschedule marijuana and fund programs to repair drug war harms got 4 new co-sponsors for a total of 114. Washington State Governor Jay Inslee, D., signed a bill setting requirements for how marijuana revenue will be appropriated. Separately, the state treasurer authored an op-ed calling on Congress to pass cannabis banking legislation. South Dakota Governor Kristi Noem, R., vetoed a bill that would have automatically removed certain marijuana charges and convictions from criminal background checks. New Mexico Governor Michelle Lujan Grisham, D., signed intergovernmental cannabis agreements with 2 Pueblo tribes. She also tweeted, "We're moving New Mexico forward. We're using bold ideas to give New Mexicans a brighter future. By legalizing cannabis, we're expanding economic opportunities for communities around the state and creating a whole new revenue stream." And, she tweeted, "We legalize cannabis and with it, we're going to bring in $31 million in revenue in its first year alone. This means new opportunity for New Mexico." She also tweeted, "A year ago I enacted legislation legalizing recreational cannabis in New Mexico. Sales start on Friday. That's it." That's the tweet. Vermont Governor Phil Scott, R., signed a bill setting marijuana licensing fees. Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear, D., tweeted, "It's time for the General Assembly to legalize medicinal marijuana." The people of Kentucky strongly support joining the 37 other states that have done so. Hawaii Governor David Ige, D., said he is still opposed to legalizing marijuana. Wisconsin Governor Tony Evers, D., pardoned more people for marijuana and other offenses. Florida Democratic gubernatorial candidate Nikki Fried, currently the Agriculture Commissioner, authored an op-ed on the need to legalize marijuana. Pennsylvania Democratic gubernatorial candidate Josh Shapiro, currently the Attorney General, tweeted, "We can cut costs, legalize recreational marijuana, and raise the minimum wage in Pennsylvania. We just have to win in November." Michigan activists began collecting signatures for a proposed ballot measure to legalize psychedelics. The Tennessee House Health Subcommittee approved a bill to create a framework for a medical cannabis program. A Missouri representative said he's not sure if he will heed calls to add license caps to his marijuana legalization bill. A Rhode Island senator who is sponsoring a marijuana legalization bill signaled that he's open to altering its expungement provisions to make them as automatic as Rhode Island law will allow. Tennessee Democratic lawmakers criticized Republicans for considering legislation to crack down on Delta-8 THC products. An Indiana senator tweeted, "I'm glad to see Congress moving forward on marijuana legislation. Congress must pass something this year to help get the ball rolling on reform in states like Indiana. Regardless of their efforts, I will continue pushing for what the vast majority of Hoosiers want, the legalization of medical and/or recreational cannabis." Illinois regulators are being sued over allegations that their marijuana business licensing lottery process discriminates against out-of-state residents. Vermont's regulators will discuss marijuana business application guidance on Monday. Arizona regulators will hold a lottery for marijuana social equity business licenses on April 8. There is the news to start the week off. Thank you for watching this video and have a great day.